Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Big Talk with Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. How y'all doing? It is our weekly Take the Points edition of the show, and Lucas Vaughan is here. Appreciate you being here,
yes,
Lucas.
Sir.
Thank you so much. And look, ladies and gentlemen, I got his name right.
Spelled correctly and everything.
Spelled correctly, the extravagant A.
Oh, you think that's extra, huh?
Yes,
All right.
that is. Nobody's ever called that an extravagant A.
No, they're not extravagant, but
With the extravagant.
it's a needed A, all right?
Is that right? Just to separate from the non-A's.
Yeah, exactly.
Lucas is here. We're going to talk about sports today, all kinds of different things here on this gorgeous Friday, January 20th. Hope you're all having an outstanding day, an outstanding week. We've got a wonderful weekend of things coming up. What are you looking forward to?
Well,
what are you doing this weekend, non-football or sports related? You told me you have a big deal.
I'll sleep. That's a Friday
tournament.
Friday
right?
night.
Was that Friday night?
Friday night the girls play.
Tonight's the girls' state tournament down at Red Lake. And who are the Fairfield Colt girls? Lady Colts?
No, just the Colts.
Colts?
Yeah, I mean.
Who they playing?
They're playing Pinckneyville.
Pinckneyville any good?
They're in the state tournament, so.
So who knows?
They're better than the other teams that are not there.
Better than the other 3 or 4 in their regional.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about all kinds of other things and get your weekend going here today. But before that, let's tell you a little bit about what's going on in and around your area today. Actually over in Centralia. At the Central City School, they have a blood drive today, and it is from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Now, for every Central City student who has someone donate blood in their name, they're going to get a free pizza. How about that? Free pizza coupon, 1 free homework pass, and 1 free Beanie Baby. I must ask, you are a father of grade school children.
Yes.
And high school, they'll
No
want to be in high school soon.
Yeah.
Do grade school and high school age children know what Beanie Babies are?
My oldest does because my wife kind of didn't collect them, but she had a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And so she found a box of them one time. What are all these? So she kind of does, but yeah, the other ones don't.
Nobody knows that they're worth millions of dollars.
Yeah, they are. You watched that Netflix documentary or whatever, right?
No.
Oh, they had a big one on Beanie Babies and the crash of Beanie Babies, and it was interesting.
Well, as a former Beanie Baby owner, I'll bet you watched it.
I watched it, sure, but.
Did you watch the box in your bedroom drop in value?
No, that. By the time I found out about that box wasn't worth anything. It wasn't worth the match it takes to light it.
So there you go, folks. If you donate blood over there in the name of a Central City student, by all means they'll get a Beanie Baby.
That's why they're giving them away right there.
Yeah,
it's somebody's collection.
We got to
do something with these.
Might be one of your Beanie Babies.
Exactly.
Some old Beanie Baby. They'll be giving those away. Go to redcrossblood.org. Look for the Central City Drive, and they'll help you out. The Central City School, and they'll walk you through the process. It's the easiest thing to do, and it helps a ton of people. January, that's again today from 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. By the way, you know what happened 36 years ago today?
I do not. What year would that have been?
It would be January 20th, 1986.
Okay. All right. No.
You should know this.
Okay. When you tell me, I probably do.
How old were you?
I would have been like 7.
It's the day the Bears beat the Patriots.
Oh, okay. Yeah. When I was 7, I wouldn't have realized that.
Would you remember that? You didn't know?
No, I didn't watch that when I was 7.
You didn't watch a football game?
No, I didn't really watch football until college or high school.
I can remember Super Bowl 7, and that would have happened when I was 6 years old. I was a Washington Redskins fan against the evil Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, my father wasn't a football fan. He is more of one now, but then no, so we didn't watch it.
See, I just popped into my head 47 years ago. So yeah, 37, yeah, 36 years ago. 37 years ago, 86. Yeah, okay. I gotta get this year straight now.
There's a 3 on the end of it.
Have you written a check with 22 on it yet?
I've read everything with 22 on it.
What else going on today? Up in Tuscan Hills Winery, ladies and gentlemen, it's a big Who Whacked Willy Wonka murder mystery. The Who Whacked Willy Wonka murder mystery. It's a scrub-delicious evening of entertainment. It awaits you with their January dinner theater. Who whacked Willy Wonka? Was it Uncle Joe, Violet Beauregard, one of those horrible Oompa Loompas? Find out when Charlie visits the crime factory. Apparently, Charlie will be the detective. Your ticket includes hours of talent, suspense, and improvisation, plus a savory holiday meal brought to your table at the Thelma Keller Convention Center. Wait a minute, I thought it was at the Tuscan Hills Winery. Well, now I'm confused. Murder mysteries are the perfect combination of scriptic material and improvisation. Eat between clues as you become a private detective. The shows can vary widely, especially if the audience is particularly creative, and the fun extras in the show. If you guess who done it, you're going to win a bottle of wine. Have you ever gone to one of these?
No, I haven't.
One of those. We talked about this, didn't we, recently? Mm-hmm. There was one in Fairfield a couple of weeks ago, right? Have you ever been considered going to one?
Yeah. If it all fell right, I would go to them. I just haven't.
Dinner is promptly at 7. Well, you can go to this one. Mm. Dinner begins promptly at 7 p.m. They want to know if you have any allergies or anything like that. Tickets are $50 per person.
No, not this weekend. I got stuff going on.
You got things on. Friday night, you're busy.
But Friday night, I'm busy, and then Saturday and Sunday, I got football. So
there you go. So, sorry about that. That Lucas can't be there. What else is going on Saturday? This weekend, Saturday, January 21st, the Hope Center in Albion will be holding a Feed the Family event. It's at 9 a.m. Lots of food, clothing, and miscellaneous items will be given away. Please bring a tote to take stuff home with you. The Hope Center is located at 23 West Cherry Street in Albion, 1 block behind the Dollar General store. Also on Saturday in Albion, the Chamber of Commerce hosting their annual awards banquet at the EC Senior Citizen Center at 6 o'clock. Tickets are $20 for Chamber members, $25 for non-members. Jessica Gwaltney's coming up to talk to me about that tomorrow, so that's cool. Chief Lonnie McDonald retirement celebration over in Kell. This will be from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. At the Kell Village Fire Department, and honoring 45 years of continued service. So, and the ceremony is going to be at 4 o'clock, so they'll let you in there and have some cake beforehand and afterward. That's really nice. And I'm bringing this one up even though they're not in our general district, or in our co-op, or in the fiber hoods. But this just sounds like a ton of fun, and I've been to this place. The Snowball Dance down in DuBois. Have you ever been to the DuBois KC Hall?
I've been to DuBois. I have not been to the KC Hall.
This is something. This is adults are $20. Children age 6 to 12 are $10. Admission includes fried chicken, draft beer, and soda.
So far, so good.
That's all you can eat.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds good so far.
And all you can drink, by the way.
Not very many places you get all you can drink.
I'm telling you. Now maybe
is this a Charles Comiskey promotion?
I'm not certain. The music, the chicken will start at 7 o'clock. The show starts at 6:30. Pardon me. The music from 6:30 to 11 p.m. Right. The chicken starts at 7. Performers include Hannah Zick and a One Night Stand, live as well as a silent auction plus a 50-50 drawing. All of the proceeds focused on paying school subsidies for their Catholic youth and funds to support one another in faith.
Okay,
that sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to DuBois KC Chicken Feed, and
do they do it properly there?
Yes, they do.
There's some brown bags going on, and
not only is there chicken, there's usually fried chicken, probably mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn and rolls, and typically it's all served family style. And ladies and gentlemen, $20 is cheap. The beer comes out in pitchers.
Okay, so far so good.
Pictures are like you get your Kool-Aid in.
Sure.
With the little thing on top.
I like it.
Yeah, that's the way to go, baby.
By the end of the night, the thing's still on top.
Yeah,
we just get rid of those. We don't need those.
Some might be thrown around a little
just
bit.
bring it out.
So, yeah, that'll be a ton of fun. What's going on else on Friday? Ladies and gentlemen, this is National Butter Crunch Day. National Butter Crunch Day recognizes the flavorful toffee candy that comes in several varieties. Butter Crunch is a combination of toffee covered with chocolate. It's got a crunchy texture, caramel flavor. Variations on the recipe also include toasted almond pieces on top rather than pecans or walnuts or whatever.
You ever eaten that?
I love that.
I've never eaten.
You've never had
Butter
that?
Crunch?
There, take a look at this one. That looks even better.
I've never. No.
You've never seen this.
No.
That's like, look at the chocolate on both sides of that.
They're like
Toffee in
like
the
a
middle.
bar, I guess.
Huh? Yeah, kind of. Kind of like a bar.
No, that's new to me here.
That's new to you?
Yeah, I've never seen that. I'll talk to Blair.
Well, you might want to. It'd be a nice thing to celebrate here on Friday. By the way, question: does Butter Crunch contain butter?
I assume so.
Most recipes do call for butter. Others call for margarine. In either case, that's where butter crust gets its buttery flavor.
Yeah,
So
that was new to me.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Here's another good one for January 20th. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in celebrating National Cheese
I'm down.
Lovers Day. Don't feel blue, throw a feta, or act capriciously. January 20th is a Gouda day to come on over and have some cheddar or Arziago or Fontina. There's no firm evidence of how humans discovered cheese making, but legend tells us it was likely that someone created the first cheese by chance. Thousands of years ago, people transported milk, stored it in sheep's stomachs. Left to sit for a few days, the proteins would separate into curds and whey. From there, preserving the solids with salt may have seemed a logical next step. Salt was a highly valued preservative in ancient times. And the earliest record of cheese making, I'll give you 500, and I'll give you 1,000 years either direction. When is the earliest record of cheese making? I'll give you 1,000 years.
1500 BC.
The earliest record of cheese making dates back to 5500 BC in what is
That's a
now
long way back.
Poland. That's a long way back. Today there are over 1,400 varieties of cheese. There's another a few varieties.
And that 5,500, that cheese right there, that'd be some stinky blue cheese, man.
Can you
That got a
imagine?
good ripeness to it, good rind on the outside.
That's 7,500 years
Yeah,
ago.
that'd be some-
People started writing down how they were making cheese. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I didn't think we had any written. Maybe
I was about to say, how do they know that other than it's got to be something on
maybe
the
somebody,
wall?
yeah, maybe somebody put something on a wall.
Right.
about cheese.
That's the only thing that makes any sense to be that far
I'm
back.
gonna have to look that up. That doesn't make a ton of, because I thought you had like the Rosetta Stones in the early Greek. I guess there's stuff before that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, enjoy some cheese. How much whey is produced when making cheese?
I can't answer that one.
When 1 pound of cheese can produce 96 fluid ounces of whey.
Okay.
I
Yeah, I got on there. What's your favorite cheese? Favorite all-purpose cheese, not specialty cheese. You go down to anywhere, what's the cheese you're going to have? Mine's easy.
Easy
Easy.
on a burger or something.
Yeah, sure. Burger to sit down and eat.
Baby Swiss.
Really, I'm a sharp cheddar guy, man.
Really?
I'll put sharp cheddar on anything. I love sharp cheddar.
I like baby Swiss, but if I'm getting a grilled cheese sandwich, you know what's really the best on grilled cheese?
As long as you don't say American.
Mustard, Munster,
Munster, yeah,
not mustard.
it's nice and creamy.
Munster. Put and then you tear open the grilled cheese. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can argue with that with you.
That's. I have a question. What is squeaky cheese? I've never heard of this term before I was reading up on this.
In your teeth. I don't know.
Squeaky cheese is a young cheddar cheese that comes in delicious nuggets called cheese curds.
Okay, which are delicious.
When the cheese curds are genuinely fresh, they squeak a little.
That's right. It's
when
a
you
cheese
bite
curd.
into them.
Yeah.
You knew that?
Yeah, I did. That was
It's not aged very
Yeah.
long. That's why they call them young.
it's a young cheese curd. They
young
squeak
cheese
in your mouth.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I've never noticed that. You've heard them squeak in your mouth?
I had somebody brought us back some from Wisconsin. They went up there and they came back and these are authentic, straight from Wisconsin cheese curds, and delicious.
Outstanding.
Squeaky.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, I'd be remiss if I did not point out this one since I used to be one. National Disc Jockey Day. Each year, National Disc Jockey recognizes DJs playing the music and spinning the records for you. This day is actually based on honors the death, rather than is it his birthday or his death day? Alan Freed from back in Cleveland in the 1950s. So actually, I think this is his date of. I'm not sure what January 20th is, if that's his date of death or date of birth. When was the term coined, disc jockey? And how long? Okay, I'll ask you two questions. Disc jockey was coined in 1935 by Walter
Well, I wouldn't have gone that far back.
When do you think the first person on a radio threw music on and basically became the first disc jockey?
1960.
1909.
Wow, that's okay. Before
1909, yeah. You were what?
60.
What do you want to see on TV, ladies and gentlemen? You weren't born yet.
I don't know. Don't music trivia me.
Now, that would be music trivia if I asked you what he played.
Yeah, I know.
I was the entertainer by Scott Joplin, right. I'm guessing. High school basketball tonight at 6:30. It's the Salem Invitational Tournament continuing. Semifinals tonight. First game at 6:30 is Mount Vernon versus Carbondale. It'll be followed up by the winners of the Salem East St. Louis game and the Thornton Fractional North Effingham games. So that'll be tonight. NBA basketball, 6:30. It's Miami at Dallas on ESPN, followed by Memphis at the Lakers. Memphis is playing well.
I think it won 11 in a row.
NCAA men's basketball here on this Friday night at 5:30. Ball State's at Kent State. Toledo is at Buffalo. Those are on CBS Sports Channel 628. That's a doubleheader. Also another doubleheader on Fox Sports 1. Villanova is at St. John's. Boise State at New Mexico. That starts at 6. And also at 6 on the Deuce 5, Channel 638. VCU is at Richmond. Not much basketball tonight.
Not very many big names.
Memphis at the Lakers will be fun. That's Lucas. I'm Bruce. We'll be back right after this. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I'm Dr. Eric Pikus. I'm a general practice physician here at CRHPC, and I work at the Clay Medical Center in Flora. One of the things that I love about working for CRHPC is the fact that it's a federally qualified healthcare center. And that means that we can take care of any patient, whatever the case may be. We don't have to worry about their financial situation. And I love the fact that we can take care of anybody that needs our help. So no matter what care somebody needs, we're going to give them the best possible care available without judgment.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Thanks so much for tuning in here. Lucas is here today. We're going to talk football for the most part. I might talk a little bit of college and pro basketball at the end if we have time. That's the thing. May not have time.
Yeah, it's kind of an important weekend, this past one and this upcoming one.
Yeah, it was. This past weekend was a ton of fun. Here's what happened on Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Seahawks and 49ers, Chargers and Jags. What were your impressions on Saturday's contest? Did you watch them?
Oh, yeah, I watched them all.
Did you watch them all?
Yeah. 49ers.
49ers, I watched them close.
Yeah.
And this was, well, actually, I took a nap in the third quarter, so that was pretty cool. But 49ers, whenever they got on a run, man, it was over, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was touchdown after touchdown. I know Seattle put up 23, but man, 49ers look good.
Well, Seattle led at the half. You know, did you think they sucked out any money out of people to bet them in the second half, or you think people just started pouring money?
People poured money on San
Francisco.
Yeah, I mean, being as close as it was, you weren't going to get that much better of an odds than what you got at the beginning of the game, but people just poured on San Fran, I'm sure.
And then you had the other game that night. Chargers go up 27-0.
Easy Charger win.
Easy Charger win.
Just going to cruise the second half.
Going to be the easiest thing. Trevor Lawrence kept throwing to the other team.
Yep, 4 times.
I was watching it over at my house with a fellow Take the Points member, Jamie Hodges, and we turned away. We quit looking at it. It was,
there wasn't much of a game.
Left it on the TV, but we're concentrating on our conversations with our lovely wives, and we just kept looking at the TV.
Hey, they scored again.
They scored again. Hey,
I'll be darned.
Why, he threw another pick. The thing is, we both had money on Jacksonville, so we both thought,
you had dead money.
this is dead. There's no point. I kept saying I did say to Jamie, hey, he just threw another pick. Hey, he just threw another pick. What? Hey, he just threw a fourth pick. What?
Well,
I couldn't believe it.
You guys' show pick showed that. You three, all three of you guys had the Jaguars plus money.
Yes, we did. Well, I had them plus money on the show, and I had them bet on a money line. I had a money line parlay going after the first game, which I didn't throw into the parlay because I was stupid and didn't even think about it. But I had a money line parlay for the next 5 games, right? And I had Jacksonville starting out that money line parlay.
Dead already.
Dead money. Dead money. They came back to win the thing. Did you think it was over? Surely you did.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's 27-0, and Jacksonville had looked terrible. I mean, interception, fumbles, turnovers.
How does Staley keep his job? I guess he's fired the offensive coordinator and the quarterbacks coach or something here in the last day or so. I just can't see him keeping his job.
I don't know.
How do you not go if you're a billionaire? You're Alex Spanos. You're a billionaire. Your kid's running the team, Tony Spanos or whatever it is. How do you not go throw a 5-year contract for $75 million at Sean Payton?
Well, that still could happen.
I don't think it will. Those guys are too tight. Then on to Sunday. Buffalo and Miami. Boy, I tell you what, Miami made that close, didn't they?
Yeah, that nobody expected that to be a whole lot of a game. I believe before the game went off, it ended up being about 13.5 points. It's almost a 2-touchdown favorite. And Buffalo just pretty much escaped.
Buffalo pretty much escaped.
You know, it took a missed field goal. Right? It ended with a missed field goal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. From about 50 yards.
Yeah, long one. Missed field goal to tie.
Yeah.
So then you had the Buffalo basically holding serve at home but not covering. You had the Giants playing the fraud Vikings. Daniel Jones, is he the real deal, Lucas? What do you think?
Well, I mean, just look at the number to the side. Most of those 78 yards rushing were in the first half.
Yeah, had 50 in the first half.
Yeah, Daniel Jones looked good. Saquon Barkley looked good. But I think you said it right. I think the Vikings were a fraud. They were 11-0 in one-score games going into that game, and now they're 11-1.
They're 11-1. 11-1. You knew that one-score mojo wasn't going to be able to hold up, right?
Right. And
so Bruce had the Giants in the money line parlay.
Easy.
So I'm already 3 in, right? I'm 3 out of 3 with 2 to go, right? 2 to go.
You didn't put.
I'm not done. Okay. We're not done yet. Okay, so then we have the Ravens and Bengals. Well, of course, I'm going to take the Bengals.
Yeah,
right?
that was a blowout. That was an easy game for them.
Easy win.
Justin Hodges was as cool as a cucumber the entire game.
Did you see Justin during that game?
No.
I would have liked to see Justin during that game.
Everybody would have liked to. He got a little. If you know Justin,
I do know Justin.
He likes to.
He'll
Casper. He'll Casper. If things get looking rough, he doesn't want to be around people.
Yeah, that's fine.
And things looked a little rough towards the end of that.
Into the third quarter, got to looking a little rough, and then they held on in the fourth quarter. That's the important.
Well, I mean, Baltimore had the ball on the 2. If it would have been a 1, it'd be a different outcome. But on the 2, and the quarterback tried to stretch over, fumbled the ball, got picked up by Henderson, and returned 98 yards for a touchdown.
So I had the Bengals, right? So I've hit 4 in a row. So I've got the money line parlay going into Monday night. I went and took the Buccaneers on Monday night.
No problem, right?
No problem.
I mean, because everybody wants to take an 8-9 team to be the Cowboys.
They're at home. It's Tom Brady. And I'll tell you what. I didn't let Tom Brady do it to me again. They gave you the cash option.
You took it, huh?
I took the cash option.
Let me have that.
It was like a $10 bet. Had the Buccaneers won, and I not taken the cash option, it would have been about $140. I didn't feel good about that. They were offering me $65.
Take your money
on my $10 bet. Take your money and run as fast as you can. Run as fast as you can. Do not pass go. Yeah, that's what I did.
Congratulations on your.
Thank you.
On your.
Sorry about that. This game also was
windfall.
bad. This was bad news for you, wasn't it?
This was bad news for a lot of people with an over/under of 45.5.
The over/under started at 45, right? Moved down to 44.5, and then quickly jumped up to 45.5. There were some people got it in the middle. I don't know who would have. I mean, you'd be gutsy / stupid dumb luck to middle that.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about this.
Now let's talk about the fact that they scored 5 touchdowns in that game. The Cowboys scored 5 touchdowns. Yeah. Anybody else want to do the math? The touchdowns with what? 6. 5 touchdowns is 30. Yeah, 31. He missed 4 extra points. First four he kicked.
All right.
And that over-under is 45.5.
Which, I tell you what we'll do. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll talk at length.
You're going to make me stew on it over the break, huh?
I am going to make you stew on it.
I just got
I want to know what you're going to... I want to know... Put yourself in Mike McCarthy's shoes.
They've already signed somebody as a
reserve.
Backup, just in case.
Are they going to put him on the roster? That's the question.
I don't know.
You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll be back in a sec.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, MidwestFarmCo.com.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. You had something you wanted to say.
I was just going to say hi to Ellis and Ellen. They're at home watching
Hi, Alice.
right now.
Hi, Ellen. You're not going to say hi to your brother.
But Mike is there. He knows I don't have to say hi to him.
Why not?
Okay, hi, Mike. Easy enough.
Hi, Matthew. Matthew occasionally watches out in Colorado.
He's not watching right now. Maybe he'll
Matthew will watch
in.
later.
Yeah.
Matthew will watch later. So hello, Matthew. How you doing?
God, just leave Doug completely out of it. I mean,
doesn't watch.
man.
Doug's not watching the show.
Don't worry about it, Doug. Hi, Doug. How are you, man?
The big, here's the lineup for, well, no, that's not the lineup. There's the big lineup for this weekend's games, the divisional conference games, and then I guess this is the divisional games, aren't they? Conference the next weekend. And, first games kick off on Saturday. We'll talk about Saturday's games first, and then we'll talk about Sunday's games. The Jacksonville Jaguars at the Kansas City Chiefs. It is 8.5 now. Where was it earlier this week? That's pretty much stayed there all week long, hasn't it? What are your thoughts on Jags at Chiefs? Is that the Chiefs have gone a long part of the season, Lucas, without. Well, they'll occasionally cover, but they're against the spread number for the 17-game season. I think was 10 or 7-10.
Yeah, it's a big number. I mean,
it's a big.
We're in divisional games. We're down to the best of the best, and I know Jacksonville looked terrible in one half and great in one half last week, and KC was number 1 seed. But 8.5 is still a big number in a game like this.
This is a matchup where they've played already this year too, right? I mean, didn't the Jags and Chiefs play?
I don't remember if they did.
I was trying to remember if they did or not. But
listen, Jacksonville can't. Their offenses look good. Their defense, I mean, they stepped up the second half against the Chargers. The Chargers have a pretty solid offense.
Chargers had the advantage in the first half, however, against the Jaguars last week of getting great field position.
Constant turnovers, great field position, and there's a short field. They scored. Right.
Whenever the second half came along, they didn't. However, and there's always a however, they weren't going against Pat Mahomes.
Right. No, they were going against Herbert, though. I mean, he's still
we're going against
good, but he's no Pat
going
Mahomes.
against Travis Kelce.
No. I listen. For them to beat KC.
How does Jacksonville beat Kansas City in Kansas City?
I hope the weather's bad.
They're supposed to be decent.
Yeah. No, that's the best thing about the NFL.
Then you force Kansas City to go to Pacheco and McKinnon.
Yeah. Hey, Pacheco's good, and
McKinnon's having a great finish.
All that guy does is catch touchdowns.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be. I think it'll be a pretty good football game. All in all,
I don't.
Oh, really? You think Jacksonville just runs away with it?
No, I don't. No, I don't think Jacksonville runs away. We may as well give our bets for that game. What's who are? By the way, how did we do last week? We'll before we give our bets for that, we'll start with that game. But how did we do last week there?
I like how you're pointing everything out to me. Well, I know for
I'm
sure.
only pointing to the green one.
Yeah, all the green one's good. All the red one's no good.
Yeah.
We went for 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 5 in the 5 games that I can see.
The other was we were 1 and 3.
So 16 and 8 overall.
16 and 8 overall. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's real good.
That's pretty good. We didn't sweep any game, I don't think, but and I don't think anybody went 6-0.
No, they're 5-1. I want to say Jamie went 5-1.
Yeah,
and I went 3 and 3.
I went 4 and 2, and I think Weeze went 4 and 2.
And I went 3 and 3.
But we somehow lucked into the Jags. They should not. That's a win you shouldn't have, but we'll take it. Okay, which leads us into this week. How are we betting this week? How's the team going this week?
You and Weeze are on the same thing on this one. You both think the Chiefs are going to run away from the Jags. We
both like the Chiefs. And let me tell you why. Andy Reid against the spread after a week off. There is a statistic that has existed now for years and years and years, and it counts the playoffs as well as a week off at the playoffs as well as a week off during the season. With an extra week of preparation, Andy Reid against the spread. I'm coming off the top of my head. I'm thinking it's 20-4.
It's not bad. It's not a bad number.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Against the spread. So, yeah, that's why I'm taking the Chiefs.
I like it. That's
plus 8.5 or minus 8.5.
Minus 8.5. And Jamie, he likes the over. He thinks both teams will score a lot in this game. It's at 52.5.
However,
I'm going to play Weeze on this one. I'm going to go contrary.
That's cool.
I'm going to do nothing but dogs. Well, I'll take it back. I'm going to do Jacksonville plus 8.5 on this.
That's fine. And how's the world betting it? 66% of the money going on the Chiefs at minus 8.5. 57% of the bets total. And there's that over under. It's now up to 53.
Yeah, 52.5.
And folks like the over just a smidge more than the under. Okay, all right. The Giants and the Eagles now at plus 7.5. That really hadn't moved much either, has it, Lucas?
No, that's the number that I saw when it came out there. I think people, I think they like that number being above that 7.
Yeah, and the interesting thing that a lot of people are doing with Saturday games is a lot of teasing going on for the experience better. You get 6 points. You get 6 points. If you don't know what a tease is, you get 6 points on one game and 6 points on another game, basically, right? And you get to move the line different directions,
right? For a lot lower odds.
Yeah, for different. You're paying for it in juice,
right?
You're paying for it in juice. I did that too, by the way. But we'll get to that in a second.
There's going to be a lot of people doing that.
Yeah. The Eagles, of course, didn't play last weekend either. Difference between the Eagles coming off of a week off. The Eagles have basically taken a month off.
They need a week off. I mean, Hurts is still, I don't think, fully healthy.
I'd be surprised. He's going to play, but you can't see. I'd be surprised if he plays well. That's my thought.
And I think that's why the 7.5 point number seems big to me. Because
it never moved.
Because if they can't throw the ball and they have to run, because this is a team based on the run, whether it's Jalen Hurts, Sanders, all the other ones, they want to run the ball. They don't want to throw it as much.
Right.
I think this game has a chance of being really, really close. Field goal.
Well, that's the thing. That's the other thing. Giants are probably going to have to run the ball too.
Yeah.
And whether it's Jones or Saquon Barkley,
right. With those two, that's two very solid options. So,
and whenever you look at the Giants and you think Daniel Jones running, you think, oh my gosh, this has to be a terrific mistake, and then you watch him run and you say, oh my gosh, this is a terrific mistake. But then all he does is chew up yards.
Yeah, he does. He's big. He's a big quarterback. He moves well. I will call him a poor man's Josh Allen, but he is big and moves well like Josh Allen does.
Yeah, he doesn't have the arm of Josh Allen, but he seems to have the, for want of a better term, moving a basketball, court sense.
Yeah.
He seems to have the court sense. So this was a tough one for me.
Yeah. I think they put that number where if they would have been minus 6.5, a lot of people were going to be on Philadelphia at that number. But at 7.5, I think that's why they put it there, so they would get those split bets on Philadelphia and the Giants. So
I went ahead and took the Giants plus 7.5.
Yeah.
They gave me the extra half point.
Yeah, and I agree with you.
I got to take it.
Yeah, well, I'm the same way. I'm on the Giants plus 7.5, and so is Jamie. My guess is Jamie's the same way. Weeze went the other way. He's taking the Eagles minus the 7.5. So
now here we come into the tease. I did do a tease as well
through the 7 and the 3.
Yeah, what a lot of people were doing were they were taking the Eagles, moving the Eagles down to 1.5 or a half point, and moving the Chiefs down. That's not what I did.
Down to 2.5.
No, what I did, I moved the Chiefs down to 2.5, but I moved the Giants up to 13.5. So that's half a dozen to 160. I figure 13.5 ought to be safe for the Giants. Don't you think?
Take that extra half, make it 14.
It's too late. I already placed the bet.
Just a little more.
The odds would have been that much worse. Doggone it. I tell you what, let's do. We're going to take a quick break, and we are going to come back. We're going to talk about the Sunday games on Division Weekend. We'll be back right after this word. Back in a sec. There's the music. And having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
We got to get these out to the people.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's what it is. I mean, this is the breaking news that everybody that's watching is waiting for right now.
That's the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. There was an emergency phone call that I had to take and had to set something up for this weekend or for Monday. It was a work call. I had to take it.
Yeah.
And I apologize for delaying the breaking news.
I wanted to cut us back in for commercial. That's what I should have done.
You should have.
Just cut back in like, folks, I got something to tell you.
What's going on?
We were just discussing the Jaguars game. I don't know if anybody out there knows. Trevor Lawrence is in that game. And what day is that on?
Saturday.
Do you know what he is on Saturday? 37-0. The man has never lost a Saturday football game. And I'm getting 8.5 points? Sounds to me like I'm moneylining. Never lost a Saturday football game.
I gotta tell you, that is a pretty good stat. I don't know that.
Yes, it absolutely plays. The man loves Saturdays. You know, they got stats about Kirk Cousins not liking primetime games and never
They
covering.
do have that stat.
I mean, we're not even talking about covering. We're talking about overall wins. 37.
What's the money line on that?
Not enough. I'm taking it.
I love it.
So I mean,
I'm not going to, but I love
if you don't want that in your life, you don't want to gamble.
I am not. I guess that's me then. I'm not going to take that.
I'm finding the number 9. You know what? Is the Super Bowl on a Sunday too? Nah, it's not.
Super Bowl's on a Sunday.
That's too bad. Man,
the
alive.
AFC Championship game's on a Sunday too.
What 380 money line.
He would be playing either at Cincinnati or at Buffalo.
Well, I'm not saying he gets to do that Sunday game, but I'm saying he gets to do this Saturday game. You remember that, folks?
37-0.
37-0.
All right, that's a winning.
You know, that's the stuff that we bring to people to watch.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. What people watch is for.
Exactly.
The idiotic stats. I mean, the outstanding statistics.
You know what? Next week, I want everybody calling in here like, Bruce, I need more stats like that after Jacksonville takes this upset.
That's a great one. Let's talk about Sunday's game. Since Saturday's apparently owned by Trevor Lawrence.
Absolutely.
Sunday's games open with Cincinnati at Buffalo.
Look at the 4 teams in this on Sunday. Talk about the who's who of football. 49ers, the Cowboys, the Bills. Okay, there's the Bengals, but they're still, I mean.
It's a great lineup.
Yeah, exactly.
Sunday's matchups are incredible.
Yeah, they are.
Sunday's matchups are just incredible. You've got, and really, I don't think either of those lines have moved much either.
I think they've stuck pretty close. I want to say that Cowboys.
Somehow Weeze got himself.
Weeze is doing Weeze things again.
He got himself 4 or minus 4.5 or something on the. Or plus 4.5 on the Cowboys. I don't know how he did that. But, all right, first game. Bengals and Bills. Bills, even last week they had all the Damir Hamlin mojo and all that kind of stuff going for them and beat the Dolphins. They haven't looked that good.
No, they haven't. They have not looked great.
Whereas the Bengals
look fantastic.
Have looked fantastic, but they're out 3. They got 3 offensive linemen out.
And you got Joe Burrow to protect.
You got Joe Burrow to protect. You've got great receivers. Bills have good receivers. Diggs is great.
Yeah.
I guess you'd have to call him. But I think the total crew of receivers for Cincinnati's probably better.
Joe
This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree. I think this football game is going to be a lot of fun as long as they can protect Joe Burrow. If they can't protect Joe Burrow, this isn't going to be fun.
No.
I mean, Joe Burrow's got to have time to get the ball to his litany of receivers that are good.
Baltimore had pretty good run at him. They had a pretty good run at Joe Burrow. They had a good shot, and they didn't get it done. They almost did.
Not because of Joe Burrow.
Because of Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I mean, Joe Burrow played fine. He played okay, but he didn't win the football game for him.
Joe Burrow's going to have to win a game.
Yeah, he is.
For Cincinnati to beat Buffalo at Buffalo. The weather's supposed to be decent for Buffalo in January. No snow, no rain or anything like that.
Crazy wind off the lake.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. So I mean, it ought to be a pretty solid.
You got a Josh Allen and Joe Burrow matchup. This should be fun football.
Actually, I'm surprised it's 5 points. I especially since the last time down in Cincinnati, Cincinnati was what, a 3-point favorite or something like that. How does that swing 8 points to Buffalo?
I think what you just said there. I think the offensive linemen being down could really sway this game. I mean, Joe Burrow's he's not a runner. He doesn't want to run. He wants to throw the ball. So if you got to protect him and throw the ball, if you can't protect him, he doesn't want to have to run the football.
We're all over the place on this one.
Yeah, and I think for good measure. Weeze is taking the over. Hard to argue. Jamie is on the Bills, 48.
Okay.
What's that?
48.5 over there.
Yeah, so right around that 48.
80% of the bets, 60% of the handle on the over. Okay, well, and he got 48, I guess.
Yeah. Jamie, like I said, is on the Bills -5. He's a Josh Allen fanboy like I am. I can't argue that with him at all. And then me and you are on the Bengals.
What I get?
You got 5. It's 5.5 right now currently. So
I didn't know if that was a 5 or a 6. Well, I tell you what, I always get the worst numbers. Bet Rivers has the worst numbers, ladies. I'm only on one site, and it tells you the importance of what we says all the time. Shop around.
He's got all his numbers in different places. So
he's got all his numbers in different places, and he makes money. He's a good sports gambler, as sports gamblers go. Maybe then again, he's having a good 3-year run. But yeah, put your money in different places. Bet Rivers is the worst.
There goes that sponsor.
Oh gosh, I forgot about that. No, they're not sponsors. So yeah, we're all over the place.
Yeah.
We can't really give you. You and I like the Bengals.
Just enjoy that football game.
You and I like the Bengals, but we're not married to it.
No, I could see this being a field goal game coming down to a Bengals field goal.
Basically, for both of us, I think they just gave us too many points.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm betting that. I'm rooting for the Bills. Sorry, Justin, but I'm rooting for the Bills. I could see it being a field goal. Bills win.
I'm with Justin. I'm rooting for the Bengals. I'd like to see the Bengals get back to at least to Kansas City. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
That would be fun.
And that'd be in Kansas City as opposed to in Atlanta. If it's the Bengals. Okay, final game of the weekend is the Cowboys at the Niners. Niners getting 72% of the money, 68% of the bets at -3.5. That really, it moved a little bit, wasn't it? It was 4 earlier, right? I'm surprised it moved down to 3.5.
Just a while ago, I looked, it was 3.5. So it's bouncing right out of that 3.5 and 4 number.
Okay, you've been avoiding it. We've been avoiding it. How does Mike McCarthy go into that game with his kicker? What the heck was his name? The guy
Brett Maher.
Maher.
I remember him.
How do you take?
What do you say? I mean,
how do you take this kicker in that game?
96.4% of all extra points were made this year in football. 96.4. You don't miss 4 in a game, 4 in a row. I mean, he missed 5 in a row because going
missed
back
the last one last week.
So he literally missed 5 extra points in a row, which.
So if you count in the 96%, probably doesn't count that final game or the playoffs.
Not the playoffs,
probably regular season.
Yeah.
But you got to figure with the number of touchdowns scored over the course of a year, 256, 200 now 75 games or whatever it is, 273 games, 74 games. He would skew the figure. He's going to skew his game. Had that counted in, brings that down a percentage point.
Yeah, probably. He missed 3 through the year, all year long.
Counting the last one of the season?
Yeah, counting the last one of the season and then 4.
I'm with Peyton Manning. I'm with Peyton Manning. If you watch the Manning cast, he was cut him at halftime.
That's the thing, though. These games, we're getting to a point where do they trot him out for a 45-yard field goal? Do they trot him out for a 38-yard field goal?
You can't take this guy. You cannot. If you're a Cowboys fan, I don't know how you're not going crazy.
Yeah,
if I'm a Cowboys fan, I'm going crazy.
If he doesn't have the confidence to kick an extra point.
If he's on the roster, I'm going crazy if I'm a Cowboys fan. I just can't believe it.
The guy they signed is some guy named Vizcaíno. I don't even know. I've never heard of this guy. There's so many kickers bounce around, but this guy I've never even heard of. But if I was a Cowboy fan, I would be very nervous, very very nervous. And that's coming from a Bears fan, for God's sake.
That's coming
from this. That's how nervous you should be.
Solid kicking.
Hey, you know what? Listen, I know these things.
Solid kicking Bears fan. You know exactly how a lack of dependency on the kicker affects the rest of your game. Mm-hmm. I mean, it affects where you throw your third down passes. It affects if you go for it on fourth down.
Yeah. Are you trying to pick up enough yards to get to field goal range, or do you have to go for first down?
How many yards do you feel like you got to get to field goal range? Why in the world was Brett Maher kicking from the left hash mark all those times?
I don't know. That's rough. Cowboys are in a rough spot here, and I think that might be the reason that our picks are what they are. That being said, the 49ers look great. The Cowboys, they beat the
I just
Brady's.
I can't believe the money's going from 4 to 3.5. That means money's coming in on the Cowboys.
Well,
smart money.
Your side, those sides may be 4. The one I use might be 3.5. Who knows what it is? But yeah, that's that 3-point number that everybody has to be around.
Lucas, Bruce, and Jamie are all on the Niners.
Yep.
We all took 4+, 4 or more, and it's down to 3.5. And Weeze is on the over.
He took the over, 45.5. Cowboys 49ers. So
I don't know. I don't understand. This is again. We've talked about it. We talk about it numerous times throughout the course of both college football and the pro football season. Whenever you see a line,
it's fishy.
That just doesn't make sense. For crying out loud, the Bengals and in 3 weeks, the Bengals and Bills line moved 8 points.
Yeah.
From at Cincinnati to at Buffalo. Basically, what they're giving here is the Niners' home field is all it is. A 3.5 point home field advantage. Is there that much stupid cowboy money, or does somebody know something? And I've always, whenever you see these kind of things, I always put that in the back of my head, but I can't do it.
Yeah, it's hard to go that way.
It's in the back of my head, and I'm going to be kicking myself and that's why I don't bet much money on it. I mean, that's why you don't put the house on such things like this.
I got 2 houses.
You got 2, yeah. So, you can sell one, or you could put one on it.
I always got the other one to fall back on.
We don't need to. And look who's kicking for the Niners. Yeah. Former Bear, for crying out loud.
Robbie
One
Gould.
of the best, probably the second best kicker, first or second best kicker in the history of the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Maybe Kevin Butler was better. I don't know. That'd be close.
It's hard to say Robbie Gould's not, looking at his numbers, but either way, he's good.
So,
he's reliable.
Besides,
the Cowboys would take him right now.
Cowboys might take Kevin Butler right now. I don't understand it. Here it is again, just for y'all to get a look at it. Minus 3.5. 28% of the money is going on the Cowboys, and 32% of the bets. But it's gone down from 4 to 3.5, and that makes you think: is there smart money? I don't understand it. Over is taking more money on all 4 games. That was the other thing we were going to talk about a little bit, Lucas, was the amount of money going on over. Everybody's taking the over this weekend, aren't they?
Yeah, and the over-unders are higher than over-unders I've seen in the past. 52.5, a couple 48.5s, and I think a 46.5. So pretty high over-unders, and people are still on them.
There's the 3 of the few quarterbacks we've talked about. Jalen Hurts, of course. Another question of the weekend. I mean, we kind of mentioned it a little bit ago. How is Jalen Hurts going to play? What do you think?
I don't know. He's been out. Sure, he came back that very last game. I think against the Giants, the game that didn't matter, just get on the field.
When they had to win to get the
right
to win the.
But he didn't play very good then, and he was out the 2 games before that, so he hasn't played a meaningful football game for a little bit.
The Giants weren't playing everybody either.
No, they weren't. So this is, I mean, you see these teams that take these big breaks where games don't count that much, and a lot of times
tough to get.
It's tough to get back up. I mean.
It's going to be fun, folks. It's a division. It's not Super Wild Card weekend. That was last week.
Yeah. You want to do a Super Bowl pick real quick or no?
Oh, you better. You got 30 seconds.
30 seconds. I have plenty of time.
Give them.
I like it just because we're all different. Weeze is going to take the Eagles over the Chiefs.
Okay.
Solid enough. Bruce is going to take the Chiefs over the Niners.
I love
Sounds
them both.
good.
I think that's a good chance.
Jamie and I are the same thing, except flipped. He's got the 49ers over the Bills. I get the Bills over the Niners.
We all like the Bills, and except for Weeze liking the Eagles, or the Niners, instead of Weeze liking the Eagles. So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy it. We're going to take a little break for a couple of weeks. Got to move the studio, but we'll be back here in about a week or 2. You're going to be in a new studio. You looking forward?
Maybe. That's a longer drive. I got to renegotiate my contract.
We'll be back. We'll see y'all next week or 2 weeks. See you later. Have a great weekend.